So I've had quite a few questions about how to go ahead and modify the band length for my shorter individuals. So I want to take you through 4 specific setups and how you can go ahead and do that and apply it. First and foremost, you have the situation where I have you standing on the band. And again, when you're standing on the band, depending on your height, you may not get resistance through the full range of motion. A couple of things you can do in this position. Number 1, you can go ahead and wrap it around the foot 1 time. That's immediately going to shorten the band for you so that you go ahead and get more resistance earlier in the movement. All right. Secondly, you can go ahead and wrap it around your hands. So I like to wrap it around my entire hand, but through the middle of my hand, not through the fingers, so it's pinching. And I don't always necessarily wrap it on both hands. So I can wrap it just on one, which is then going to allow me to go ahead and do the movement very easily. Same with curls. So you don't have to wrap it on both hands. However, if it's a curl movement and you want to, you can wrap it on both. And now you can go ahead and shorten the band even more. The key is, and the point is, wrapping it around your hand will allow you to go ahead and shorten the band up for any kind of vertical pulling movements. I've just showed you how to go ahead and shorten it up by wrapping it on your feet for squatting movements. Now let's talk about horizontal pushing movements. Well, the best way to go ahead and shorten the band for horizontal pushing movements is to go ahead and use the setup that I've showed you multiple times by wrapping it around your hand, hooking it over your thumb, wrapping it around your wrist, hooking it in your thumb. Make sure it's in the palm of your hand, and now you have a shorter band, so you're going to be able to get resistance through the full range of motion. So there's a third way to go ahead and shorten the band for pushing movements. Lastly, when it comes to going ahead and doing rowing movements, for instance, if you're doing kind of a modified lawnmower row, my suggestion is, first of all, make sure you put your hands through the loops. That'll immediately shorten it. But if that's not enough and you're still having problems with shortening, go ahead and loop it around 1 time. Just make sure that you understand that what's the part of the band you're actually stretching. So in this position, I've got a 1-foot band. I don't want to stretch it more than at least 2 feet, all right, or 1.5 feet. So in this position, I feel pretty good that I can go ahead and work the movement and make it a little bit better for me so that I have resistance through the full range of motion. So that hopefully helps you out in regards to the ways you can shorten up the band during attachment-free training when you're a little bit shorter individual and you're trying to get resistance through the full range of motion.